Ron Fratzke. I'm a SVD brother. This year I celebrate 38 years in vows and 43 years with the SVD. I came to Epworth in 1980, growing up in Jessup, Iowa, which is only about a hour's drive from here. I'm presently working in Thailand. I've been there now for it'll be 22 years in January. I was supposed to be there for 6 months on my way to Nami, and one of our confreres wanted to do a renewal program, so they asked me to keep one of the other confreres company for the 6 months and ended up staying now for 22 years. Previously to that, I was working in Australia. I spent all of my time there in the city of Melbourne, but in different suburbs. And while I was there, I was mostly engaged in administration and formation. And yeah, went to Thailand in 2002. I came to the college in 1980, graduated in 1984. So I came right after high school. So I was 18 when I arrived. And growing up in a small town like Jessup, at that time, there were no people of color. There were no minorities. It was just a very ordinary small town Iowa. And when I arrived here, one of the things that really struck me at that time, there were a number of Vietnamese students at that time and African American students, and then Anglo students. So the majority at that time was still Anglo, but I really found the living with people of different cultures to really open up my perspective, and I became much more interested in the SVD because of that. And also, the thing that really struck me at that time, the majority of the professors were SVD teachers. And I was really impressed throughout the 4 years at how supportive they were of one another. During that time, I never heard once of another SVD criticizing each other. They really had each other's backs. And that was one thing that really impressed me. And then also the dedication of people like Brother Leonard Bauer and Brother Henry Osser. They were both here at the time, very quiet, but always very faithful to their work, and especially time in the chapel and prayer. And that's one thing that really impressed me as well. And when I actually came here, I came as a diocesan candidate for the Dubuque Archdiocese. After living here and meeting more and more SVDs and meeting more of my contemporaries and classmates, that I really felt drawn to join the SVD. So I think it was my junior year, I decided to change the candidacy from diocesan to the SVD. And it was also during that time, again, after meeting so many different brothers, because then I had the chance to meet Brother Dennis Newton and Brother Doug Edmonds, and quite a few that I decided then I'd like to join as a brother candidate. So my family really wasn't very happy with that, because my mother especially had dreamed about me being a diocesan priest and that sort of thing. So it was interesting. My aunt, who lives in Dyersville, she was very supportive of me becoming a brother, and that was because she had experience. Brothers had taught at Beckman High School, and so she understood what a brother was, where my mother had never met a brother. And so it was good that my aunt was able to explain what it was. And so then she became much more accepting. But I think that's one thing that a lot of our candidates, especially from Asia, have to deal with now is a lot of their families are not supportive of them becoming brothers. And I think that's one of the biggest obstacles to attracting brothers, because in a lot of Asian cultures, it just isn't seen as a value, where someone going all the way and studying for the priesthood is what parents kind of dream of. I didn't even know what a brother was. And that's why after meeting people like Brother Leonard and Brother Henry, and then more of the younger brothers like Brother Dennis at that time and Brother Bruno Burr and some of these guys, that I realized, well, that's something that I really would like to do, because they were involved in all kinds of different ministries. And so I saw that as something, yeah, that I would really like to pursue. In Australia, I was there from 1991 until 2002. And I had been, when I chose my decided my three choices for assignment after final vows. My first choice was Ghana in Africa. The second choice was Brazil. And the third choice was Australia. And the provincial from Australia called me up one day when I was in Washington, D.C., and asked if he could intervene and write directly to the generalate and ask that I be assigned to Australia, because there were only, I think at that time, 2 brothers in Australia. And they wanted to try to revitalize the brother vocation, and they had wanted to bring young brothers in from Asia to Australia for training. So I said, yeah, that's fine. And so I arrived there in July of 1991. And unfortunately, the formation director and the rector of the major seminary decided to leave the SVD. So I was asked to become the formation director for the clerical students. And I was one of the first brothers in the SVD to do that. I had to have an indult from Rome in order to do that. So then I did that for 2 years, and then we were able to find a replacement. And then we started inviting young brothers first from Indonesia, and they came and were there for training. So during that time, we probably had about 12 brothers in formation, and they've gone to different parts of the SVD world.